What is going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning into the Move OTX channel here today, guys. Hope you guys had a great 2023. I know I sure did. And just like every other year, it just blew by in an instant. And we are now in January, early January 2024. And I'm at my favorite place to come out and trail hike, Arastadero Preserve. And I've brought you guys out here on these trails before. It's technically a Friday, and it's the last day of my vacation holiday time off from work, and so I'm taking advantage of it here on a Friday. And you can actually already see just how crowded it is here. So free parking, day use, dog friendly trails, horseback, and this park is always very crowded. So you can actually street park down on Arastadero Road, down by the residential homes and neighborhoods. Just make sure you park correctly off the road in designated parking spots only, and you'll be fine. So we're gonna come up this way and head for the trails. So the other thing we're starting off new here in 2024 is with a GoPro camera. So got a Hero 11, and looks like they've got some grassroots ecology events going on today. Really cool. So, really nice visitor information center here. So they always have freshly printed trail maps as well. So I apologize if my image quality is not up to snuff. So I'm coming from a Sony FDR-X 3000, 6-year user. My entire YouTube channel was basically created around that camera, and first time ever GoPro user. I know it seems weird, but usually people start off with the GoPro, but nah, I went with that Sony. Still have it, still works flawlessly. With 3 batteries. It's a great camera, and what I like the most about that camera is it's a total standalone device. It's not tethered to an app. It does have an app, an accompanying app, which you can remotely control with the cell phone, but I hardly ever use that. It's just a point and shoot device. And to Sony's credit, they leave well enough alone. No weird app updates, no buggy, unreliable software updates or anything like that, firmware updates or whatever. You say what you want about that camera, it's been absolutely bomb-proof reliable. So, over 6 years, mind you. So, I'm getting into that aspect of things here with the GoPro. So the one thing right away that I'm liking about the GoPro is the built-in touch screen. So that's right out of the box. The limitation of that Sony was no touch screen. So I can't view files. I can't operate the user interface as efficiently without that. But I learned to live with it. And truth be told, it wasn't really that big of an issue. You just simply set it and forget it and point and shoot, basically. So maybe now with the GoPro, I'll be able to adjust camera settings more easily on the fly. I don't know, we'll see. So, coming out of some heavy rains over the holiday season, so everything's green now, with some dry grasses on top still, but for the most part things are definitely turning green. I don't think we've had heavy enough rains to flow the creeks, but every little bit of rain is a good thing. So the other thing too is some of these trails are closed. That's one of my favorite trails up along those hills, but that is closed. So they do that to try and preserve the trails and let the trails recover from all the foot traffic and erosion, especially in the wet, rainy months. Really hope my GoPro does the color definition out here justice. Just these vibrant, radiant colors out here. It almost looks like a Wizard of Oz movie or Teletubbies or something. Just radiant colors reflecting off the morning dew and the grasses. Amazing. Oh yeah. Usually this is the field I spot deer coming down off these hills. Not today though. Not yet. Maybe eventually. That's the one thing my Sony camera just did an awesome job with, was color. And I really like that aspect. Color and picture quality in general on that camera was so good. So the one thing about it that I didn't like was the image stabilization just wasn't as good as the GoPro cameras. So that was the main reason for me sidestepping on over. To GoPro world. As good as the Zeiss optical image stabilization was on that camera, still not quite as steady as the GoPros. So we'll see how that goes here. So here's Woodrat Trail, and that is definitely closed. See how muddy that is? All those footprints deep in the mud, and it isn't even deep mud. So they're trying to keep people off these trails to reduce the erosion and trail wear. So that's why those are closed. Alrighty guys, so we're doing the uphill climb part of this trek, and not going to be doing much talking here, so you'll be kind of silent movie mode here on the channel. Get a load of those toyon berries. Wow, a vibrant red color. Those are poisonous. You cannot eat them. Well, supposedly you can eat them, but you just cannot consume them in large quantities. You'll get sick. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm not about to find out. It'd have to be a pretty rough day out here for me to want to eat anything I see out on the hills. So I've got granola bars packed away for my trail snack, and that will be the consumable for today. Trying to maintain my 3-mile-per-hour pace up this hill. I'm not sure if I can, but I'll do my best. If you hear me short of breath, that's why. Alrighty guys, we're making it, coming up to the edge of Arastadero Preserve. Definitely short of breath, working on my Darth Vader breathing. Ooh yeah, as I maintain my 3-mile-per-hour pace up that hill from down there. But yeah, we've made it to the exit of Arastadero. And now we're going to enter Foothills Park. So that's a private road. No trespassing going that way. No thank you. And this is the area where we spot coyotes. There's a small family of them that roam around this section of the parks. And I gotta watch my step. We're kind of coming back down this hilly area, and I usually like to trek over here on the side. Gotta watch out, these leaves are slick, or they can be. Not today though. And we're now entering Foothills Park, so we're gonna hike up this paved road here, and we're gonna take you guys to the Vista Hill. I've taken you guys up there before. Hooey! Oh yeah, just a gorgeous day out here. Sometimes I spot deer down in this little section here as well, but not today. Alrighty guys, we're coming up to the Vista Hill. Just ran into a dog walking business. I think this is his van. I think, I could be wrong, I don't know. Guy out here with about 6 or 7 dogs, all on leashes. Alrighty, look at where we are, guys. So we're looking down into Foothills Park, going down that way. So Black Mountain is up along that away, Rancho San Antonio, and this is Windy Hill. I've taken you guys up here before, and right down below it is Portola Valley. Small town of Portola Valley. So finally seeing some mushrooms up here, some small ones. They look kind of dried out. So we're going to come around here to the main Vista Hill overlook. Lots of toyon berries. Look at those toyon berry bushes everywhere. So anything you see out here that looks edible, oh, let me phrase it this way. Anything you find out here that's plentiful and easily accessible, it is because of a reason. Okay, so do not eat, put it that way. Alrighty guys, we're coming up here to the main Hill Vista area. Wow, what a view. Sorry about the wind noise, I apologize for that. It's going to be kind of breezy up here. So you can see all the way across to San Francisco, downtown San Francisco. Stanford University, Palo Alto, right in the middle of your screen. That's the Stanford Dish Hike. That's very popular as well. And Mount Diablo is right across the lake, right across the bay, straight across there.
Cool. Also a trainer and boarder, not a walker. Yeah, thank you.
What a great view. Awesome today. Interstate 280 is right down below us, down there off in the distance, right over there. Very nice. So the start of our hike at Arastadero Preserve, see where Interstate 280 kind of comes down here? So Arastadero Preserve is 3.5 miles down that way, nested in those oak trees. So we did a 3.5 mile, about a 3-mile trek up these hills, through the fire road, through the oak forested areas, and on up here into Foothills Park. You can actually clearly see the summit of Mount Tamalpais off in the distance there towards San Francisco. Very cool. So this is the view at 20. So this is the view for the new year, 2024. So this is the main Hill Vista area. Always attracts a lot of people. So we're gonna come down off this area, down this little path here, and I'm gonna take you guys down to the lake, and we're gonna explore around the lake area. I don't think I've ever actually done that on my channel. It's usually so packed with kids. So a day like today, with kids actually back in school from the holidays, I think be good chance, good opportunity for me to get some good film and some good video going here. So we're gonna trek across here and make our way down to the lake. Oh, it's actually called Boronda Lake. I always called it Foothills Park Lake, but nope. So yes, we're in mountain lion territory. So one of the things that I do, and I always believe the best practice is evade and avoid. Or turn it around, avoid and evade. So just me being out here, I always do afternoon hikes or midday hikes like you're seeing here. So that is the time of day when most predatory cats are hunkered down in bed, since they are nocturnal, and since their food sources are likewise nocturnal. Very rare to see mountain lion or lynx or a bobcat out here. That being said, I have seen a lynx before, but not often. So this is the way down to the lake, and we'll go this way. It's all downhill from here through these rolling hills, and I don't even think we'll see a lot of people at all. So we missed the morning trail hike crowd for sure. And usually during lunch hour, people go get lunch. So I had a chili dog yesterday night for dinner, too, actually. I was totally parched of thirst all night. Talk about salt load. One of these days I'm going to make my own chili in my crock pot. One of these days. So you see a lot of these water drainage creeks and things during the winter and during the rainy storms flood out, but not today. Not at all today. Just beautiful this time of year with the low sun poking through all the trees, all the oak trees, and you get that contrast on the trail. Awesome. So check that out. I'm not sure if my camera does it justice, but there's a definite game trail for deer coming down that way. It's really steep too, amazing. And it goes up here all the way up there to the top, and you can see the dual hoof prints. So that's deer and probably other animals as well, raccoons, I'm sure. Possibly mountain lions too, but that's definitely deer for sure. It's amazing how nimble they are. And all these steep slopes, how they can navigate. Love that mossy green color on all the trees. So vibrant this time of year. Awesome. Oh, there's some deadfall right here. So there you go, prime example. Those oak limbs get soaked with water. It doesn't take much but a little bit of a breeze and a little bit of rain to soak them and bring them down. That's why you never want to hike with headphones on, always listening overhead. They'll creak, crackle, and moan before they come down. So you hear that overhead, you start booking it, get out of there. 9 times out of 10 you'll hear it before you can see it. So we're coming up on the lake here pretty soon. Pretty soon. This lake always has tons of water in it. I've never seen this lake even remotely empty or down level, so to speak. So the other reason why I love coming out in the middle of winter like this is no meat bees. Those things are hell with wings. You come across a pissed off swarm, hive, nest of meat bees, you get the hell out of there. Annoying as hell. Alrighty. Here's a 4x4 coming up. A vehicle with some pretty aggressive tire treads. Is that a 4Runner? Looks like a 4Runner. Maybe a Subaru. Oh, Lexus. Sweet. Nice. That is badass. Alrighty guys, so coming across the lake here, and I apologize for the wind noise. It's really not that windy today. This is about as dormant as the wind gets this time of year, so I apologize for the wind noise if you hear it, and hopefully my GoPro can cope with it. Hopefully. Wow, look at how clear the water is. You can see all the ducks diving for fish. Let's see where it comes up. Oh, there he is, way over there. Pretty cool. So I'm going to take you guys around the corner of the lake. There's a little bridge island over here that I don't think I've taken you on before. Pretty cool. Still, Friday workday afternoon, there's still a lot of people out on the lake, or visiting the lake. Some of the cars over there still. And we'll come around this way and we'll have our trail snack over here. Got some granola bars, which I will scarf down. Getting kind of hungry. I don't usually come around here. This area is usually really packed with kids, so it's a total kid trap over here, this corner of the lake, but it's still really cool nonetheless. Totally flat, no hill, no technical terrain. Oh wow, look at that. You can see the water filling in. There you go. Water's actually pretty clear, surprisingly. They do not allow swimming here, so this is not a swimming hole. You can canoe and kayak out on the lake, but no swimming. All right. Oh, is it even open? Oh, it's closed. Bummer. Okay, well, plan B. That's a bummer. I kind of expected, I guess I should have expected that. So, again, parts of the trails are closed. Oh, maybe not. Here, let's see. There's a sign here. Some sort of a warning sign, or what is this? Okay, maybe not. Let's see. Fact sheet. Sunfish Island bridge repair. Oh, January 8th through 24. Oh, that's coming up. Shoot, that's in a couple days. Wow, okay, very cool. Okay, so they're gonna work on this bridge. Okay, so this is really cool. I'm glad I did this. So one of the things I love doing on these trails is just documenting how things change over the years. So this bridge has been here, I don't know how long, but Boy Scout troops, Girl Scout troops frequent this island over the decades, and this is really cool. I've always liked the architecture of this bridge, and if they're going to close it down, shut it down, and rebuild it, I'm glad I took you guys here. So it's definitely very stable. It's freaking well made, that's for sure. Very cool. Wow. So definitely capture these views and these images here. Whoa, very slippery. Yikes. Almost fell. Very cool. Here's some kids coming up on the trail, so we're gonna trek around the island and definitely capture this section of the hike. January 8th is coming up very soon, so that'll be interesting. So one thing I've noticed about Foothills Park, since they've required vehicle parking for all guests, it's only $6 per vehicle, but still, they've really put the money into trail maintenance and things like that. So a lot of the signs have been replaced. Oh, look at those toyonberries. Very cool. A lot of the signs are being regularly replaced. The park benches are being well maintained as well. So that bridge, I guess, is one of the things, one more thing. There's the opposite view of that little water spout. Very cool. Oh, there's that guy walking his dogs. Wow, he's getting around. Alrighty, let's go this way. Wow, look at these toyonberries. So cool. Big, bright red ones. So we'll hike the perimeter of the island. Here's the other view of the trail coming in. Here's another bench. Very cool. One thing's for sure, the colder winter months, the algae bloom is nothing, so you can see all the way down to the bottom. The camera doesn't do it justice, but you can definitely see down to the bottom when normally you can't during the warmer months. Alrighty, we'll continue. Okay, here's the reverse view of our bridge. Very cool. I'm kind of bummed. I really like the architecture of that bridge, so hopefully they don't completely redo it. So very cool. All Alrighty guys, here's the main interpretive information center. So the Vista Hill is back up this road, and we are definitely going to spend some time here, kick back, chill out, snack on some granola bars, and who knows, maybe spot some fellow hikers up here. And we'll definitely spend some time here. I always like to come here and just chill out and relax. This is just an absolutely stunning place to just relax your mind. Alrighty, a lot of good information here. Definitely, if you guys come here, stop by here and soak up some information. A lot of information on what you're seeing out on these trails. Okay. Alrighty everybody, I think I'm going to wrap things up here. Thanks for joining me here today on our trek through Arastadero Preserve and into Foothills Park. Please feel free to post comments and questions down below, and I'll answer them as soon as I can, everybody. And as always, everyone, stay safe out there and enjoy the outdoors. I'll catch you all later on the next one.